Hey Dasha.
Hello, Simon.
So you've just filmed your song in the GMS. Tell me the title of your song.
It's called Pressed at the moment. It might change
Oh. Do you
at a
want
later
to?
date.
So how was that experience?
It felt really ecstatic to be here with the girls. I've got 3 other boys in my Albany band, but this
So
piece...
this setup had. Tell me about the setup for this, and then a bit about the song.
Right, so this setup had 3 vocals working together throughout the whole composition, both singing and creating textures, and then we had a drone coming from Adele, who does electronics for me at the moment, and she also did some live processing of my 2 backing vocalists, Sylvie and Delphi.
And so you think the song's called Pressed?
It's called Pressed. I think so, for the moment.
So tell me a bit about where that's come from and what you've been thinking about when you've been making it.
We've had this conversation so many times, but I've started doing the morning pages about a year ago, and it brought up some personal issues, I guess. And then I just sat in a practice room at Goldsmith's one day and actually wrote it on the piano. But then I thought I wanted to take it out of that context and breathe a new life into it.
But there are quite a lot of sort of deep lyrics in the thing about the trees dragging. What's the lyric about the fire?
We'll drag these trees with our
Is there
hands.
something you can say about the background, or is it abstract?
So that's, I guess it's quite abstracted. Well, it's not abstracted. It's about, because both of my grandmothers grew up in the eastern part of Slovakia, and worked in the fields and the forests, and they were very involved with the nature and the physicality of it. And I guess it's just like from a woman's perspective of, we have strength.
It's very moving. Do you feel a sense of connection to that Slovakian past and to your parents? And it feels like there's something in that, in the texture of the song, that feels resonant. Is that
more through conversations that I've had, not through personal experience. But
cool. And tell me about, because I know that you've got some of those themes that are following into your degree show, which is coming up because you're graduating this year and you've got a big degree show. Tell me about how some of those themes are fitting together in your bigger piece of work.
In my bigger piece of work, I've been working with the conscious and the subconscious, as thinking of it as a parallel to 2 different locations, and the experience of being in a city like London and watching people interact and kind of recognising the nuances and differences that can bring. So I've been working with that sonically, and I think I want it to manifest staging-wise as well at my Albany, but that's still in process.
And is the sonic world as sparse and as exposed throughout, or are there other things that come in more songwriterly, guitars or anything, or is it just vocals and electronics?
So I did want to work with the voice a bit more, because my whole experience so far, or most of it, has been writing to a guitar or with a guitar. I'm going to play guitar in 1 or 2 of the tracks at my Albany, but I wanted to create something that would allow for different sonic experimentation. But yeah, I will be playing guitar, and I've got a cello, some more synths, and live drums playing with me.
So it actually is quite a big sound as well as the vocals. Yeah.
But I did want to create that contrast between big and small and minimal.
Do you have an act name, or is it Dasha Bolokova, or is it Dasha, or what's the?
It might just be Dasha, you know.
Well, we really look forward to seeing the show.
You.
It's in June.
Yeah, it's on the 7th.
Very good. Best of luck with everything.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for doing this.
Thank
really
you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
Thank you.